is SSC News Philippines reporting from Manila. I'm Grizel Uy. Thousands danced to support the 1 billion Rising campaign. The event happened on Manila at Valentine's Day. Women, men, and the youth joined together to dance and support the 1 billion Rising campaign. Even hundreds of images and videos have been uploaded to the internet. Some of the hashtags used on social media were hashtag #WhyIRise, Vets Rising, hashtag Somos Revolution, and many more. The statistical report the group noticed claimed that 1 in 3 women across the planet will be abused during her lifetime, and that's 1 billion. The 1 billion Rising campaign starts every February to show their dance in hundreds of countries across the world, aiming to show every people how 1 billion looks like. This year, with the theme Solidarity to End the Exploitation of Women, worldwide, the dance took place all showing their protest to stop violence against women. Now, let's take a look on a report from Libby Cala about the recent Asian Fest that took place.
Beside me is the Sister and Judas Hall, where the annual Grade 8 Asian Fest was held. This was when we won the Best Introduction, Best in Dance, and Best Control. But, contrary to what others may see, to what others may think, our preparation wasn't perfect. No, it was a war zone at the least. Watch this. Today I'm with Maxine, 8Love's cultural show main character and director. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed were you during the Asian Fest preparation?
I could say it was about 10 since everyone had their own opinions and ideas and I had trouble combining them in one presentation.
In the end, do you think it was all worth it?
It was worth it despite all the struggles and stress we've been through. It all paid off with the recognitions and awards.
With me is Malaya Frange, the head of our props committee during the Asian Fest. So Malaya, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed were you during the Asian Fest preparation?
I wouldn't say 1 to 10, I would say probably 15. There are a lot of props that had to be made. Another one is the stalls. We couldn't make it stand up and I wanted it to stand up. We had to break the poles and everything. Basically, there's a lot of props that still have to be done. Sometimes the props will cooperate or we won't use the it's plastic.
But in the end, do you think it was all worth it?
I think it was worth it because we all helped and then it turned out okay. It's not what I expected, but it's good enough.
Today I have with me our English teacher, Miss Garan. So, Miss, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed were you in having to manage 4 sections during the Asian Fest preparations?
I guess I could say 8. You'll always be stressed handling four sections, and I had to divide my time to all of these sections. Even if it wasn't English time, a lot of you were approaching me for consultations and so on. But it was just 8. And that's part of my daily job as your teacher.
Do you think that the students made the most out of their time?
Yes, I did. I do believe so. They made the most of what they can in just a limited amount of time. Although they are complaining that 3 weeks is not enough for the Asian Festival, they still did well and did try to do their best in all of their performances.
Do you think 8Love deserved to win?
Yes, because 8Love has always been the type of students who would do their best in anything that they're doing. And they are the type of students who would really apply all their learnings, even up to the smallest details and even in understanding the little things in the rubric. And I think that would make them different from the rest. That is what makes them unique compared to other sections.
Okay,
So
Miss, thank you for
do
your
deserve to
time.
win.
Back to you, Grizel.
Thank you, Libby Cala. That was certainly interesting. Vice President Lenny Robredo gave a talk on a Catholic school. Let's hear more from Fiona Chua.
Good day, I am Fiona Chua of 8Love. Behind me is the St. Cecilia's Hall, where the talk of Her Excellency Lenny Robredo was held on March 15, 2017. It started as an ordinary school day filled with schoolwork and anxiety of having additional assignments the Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines. This program was called Conversations with Life, Seek Peace and Pursue It. It aimed to make the youth more aware of the happenings in our country. I was part of the fortunate students of SSC Manila who got to attend the VP's talk on her advocacies, opinions, and stand on women empowerment, poverty, and the death penalty. Today I have with me Nicole Vargas of 8Love. Nicole, what was your initial reaction when you knew that the Vice President was going to visit us here in Cebu?
I wanted to cry.
Why?
Kasi she was like, when she ran for vice president, I really supported her campaign, and I supported everything she stood up for.
What was your insights and realizations after the talk?
I learned more about the country's laws on women, and like how the country should improve its stance on women empowerment and feminism and all of that.
Thank you.
The ALMS program, or Advanced Learners in Math and Science, is back once again at St. Scholastica's College, Manila.
Good day everyone, this is Karuna Mansukani of High School Life Behind the Scenes. I'm going to feature the life of students in the Advanced Learners in Mathematics and Science, or ALMS class, of St. Scholastica's College, Manila. The ALMS class consists of a maximum of 40 students who have the highest scores of math and science in the batch, and they are taught math and science topics from the grade level above theirs. Because of this, it is said that ALMS students feel a lot of pressure and difficulty, but at the same time, they get along with each other quite well. Now I'll be interviewing Fiona Chua, an ALMS student who is part of the Performing Arts Club and is also consistently part of the top 10. So as a student who is a member of a Performing Arts Club, which is the music ensemble, do you find it difficult balancing practicing playing the guitar and studying?
I admit that it is hard to prioritize my duties and obligations to my academics and extracurricular activities, but I love what I do, especially in music. That's why I think that in the end it's all worth it.
I'm just wondering, do you equally love music and studying?
I actually, honestly, I hate studying, but I do like learning new things.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. So, did being in ALMS make balancing the two more difficult than last year? Because last year there was no ALMS yet, so is it more difficult now that there's no ALMS?
Of course, yes, but the experiences that gave molded me into a better person.
So, do you think ALMS gave you the opportunity to excel in math and science aside from music, so did it make you more well-rounded?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, you like ALMS?
Yeah.
Thank you. Last year, before you entered ALMS, how did your batchmates treat you as a volunteer? And did your image change when you entered ALMS?
Well, before being in an ALMS class, people thought of me as just a regular student athlete like others. But when I became part of an ALMS class, they thought of me as someone who can successfully manage time for ACADS and time for fun.
So it kind of like gave you some sort of personality. So did ALMS also give you the opportunity to shatter stereotypes?
Well, in my opinion, stereotypes are unavoidable, but seeing my presence iteration right now, together with my fellow ALMS students, stereotypes can be destroyed or shattered as we stay determined and focused and our sight set on our goals.
Okay, thank you. Yuki Abion, the top one in the ALMS class and in the entire batch. So you, how did your batchmates treat you last year before the graduation?
I think mostly the treatment has been more like a source of information or a tutor, especially when it's near the exam or long test period. And also, although I did feel that I was being treated and I belong, conflicts still did arise last year that makes me actually more thankful for formation of also for my classmates.
So does that mean that now in ALPS are treated more
To a certain level, yes. There's also, of course, we all treat each other as sources of information, especially with the GC and with, especially now that the final periodical exams are nearing. But I really do think that has actually been a better treatment for me and for, I think, everyone.
So would you like to have ALPS?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you. Hindi muna. Tapos next si Patricia. So after interviewing these selected students, we can more or less conclude that the ALMS class has its pros and cons. But overall, ALMS students seem to like being in this section for various reasons, as you have seen in the interview. Next week, I will be featuring different school organs, so stay tuned. That's all for today. Once again, I am Karuna Mansukan, and this is High School Life Behind the Scenes.
Another interaction happened, this time between SSC students and LSGH students.
So today I have here with me Gio Alexis from 8 Aura, who is a transferee who came from a co-ed school. So Gio, how did you feel after the interaction?
Well, I felt happy because I made new friends and new connections.
Was talking to the boys a big deal or not? Why and why if not, why not?
No, because I was used to talking with boys in my last school.
Since you came from a co-ed school, do you think that the effect of the interaction to you is different from the others who have stayed here for a while?
I think so, yes, because the students from St. School doesn't interact with boys that much. But I have interacted with some with boys.
So thank you.
Here we have with me Ate Veronica Duques from 10 Honesty. She has been in Cisco for 9 years since 2008. So Ate Ron, how did you feel after the interaction when you were in grade 9?
It wasn't really a new experience for me since I grew up with boys around me all the time because I have like a lot of male cousins and then a lot of male friends as well. So it wasn't really a culture shock for me. Pero what I noticed from the other my other batchmates, they were hunting for boyfriends. Some of them were, and then some of them were mistaken as straight. So it wasn't really a good experience for some of them. But overall, it was cool because like they were really nice people. I'm just gonna say.
Okay, so were you still talking to the boys a week after the interaction?
Yeah, like 5 of them, like that would be my partner, some random dude, and then 3 of them were with me, during the lunch break during the interaction because I know how to play a guitar. How to play guitar, obviously,
So they went to you.
and then they knew I played guitar because I introduced myself to them as a guitarist. And then one of them brought a guitar along with them, so I played guitar while we ate. So
So they gathered around.
kind of, yeah. It's like, hey bro, ganon.
So knowing that you have been in St. School for 8 years now,
It's 9 years.
do you for 9 years?
Yeah.
Do you think that the effect of the interaction is different from the ones who have transferred here from a co-ed school?
Hmm. Yeah, actually, because we're in an all girls school and we're not used to having like male classmates or batchmates or any kind of like we have like male schoolmates but they're like way older than us. So it's not really that relatable for compared to people who actually came from co-ed schools. Which is kind of a risk. It's kind of risky if you put them in interaction only for like one day with each other, especially if it's like an all boys school and an all girls school, because they don't have they haven't experienced like the full interaction with the person like every day of the opposite gender of their age. So they might most people like pertain to such relationships leading to a romantic relationship, which is not entirely true, in my opinion.
Okay, so thank you.
Yeah.
St. Scholastica's College, Manila participated in a noise barrage against Marcos Burial in the Libingan ng mga Bayani.
On November 18, 2016, students from St. Scholastica's College, Manila participated in a noise barrage regarding the burial of the late president and dictator, Ferdinand Marcos. The Scholasticans protested because they felt that Marcos was not worthy to be buried at the Libingan ng mga Bayani. There are people who have excoriated the school for forcing the students into partaking in the event and for dragging the students into matters that don't concern them. The school made a statement that they did not force the students to join the noise barrage and that they are well informed of the issue. The Supreme Court approved of the petition that Marcos's body would be buried at the Libingan ng mga Bayani, but the preparation was kept secret from the public. Therefore, Filipinos were flabbergasted and was left wondering. The students voluntarily joined the noise barrage to freely express their sentiments about the issue and hopefully reach the authorities. They also want other people who have the same opinion as them to speak up and stand with them.
Once again, this is SSC News Philippines.
Okay guys, for the challenge. Ganun ba kalaki ilong? May feeling ko. Parang ano ba ako? Uy, paano yun? May gumagana. Show na. Kaya. Ano yun? Pagandahan na lang tayo. Siyempre ako pinakamaganda, diba? Good luck, Miss Gara. Good luck sa lahat ng kalokohan namin. Cheers. Gusto nyo sa akin. Cheers to the future, to our future advisor. And subscribe. Dapat ikaw sa gitna. Is you the set, baby. Isa pa, singitan nyo. Hamburger nyo.